Hello, hello. Hi, friends. Hi, everybody. Thank you for tuning in on our What's Trending Tuesday. Oh, hey, Rita. I see you on here. How's everybody doing on this crazy weather day here in New York? I know Rita's on vacation, so she's missing this crazy weather. So, hi, Karen. So I'm excited. It's going to be a fun, quick little the beauty mistakes to avoid. So there's a lot of things that we can avoid to do, but I want to kind of share with you like some of my most popular myths to avoid. Hey, Donna. So there's a little bit of everything, and I think it's good to talk about beauty mistakes and beauty tips and things not to avoid, things to avoid because it's summer, like weather's changing, our skin's changing, we might be really tan, so it's just different stuff. So hey, Sharon. Oh, Rita, you made it to Virginia. Awesome, that's great. So if you don't see the comments that I'm talking about, we're streaming into a couple different groups so I can see everything. So just if you're like, who is Ryan talking to, just so you guys know. But tonight's a fun one. And if you have questions, just put them in the chat and I will definitely answer them on live or after. So, and just as a reminder too, at the end of the session or if you're watching the replay, make sure you fill out that survey that gets you into that cash drawing and the Kate Spade raffle. So, all right. So I have 10 beauty tips, 10 beauty mistakes to totally avoid. And I know you guys don't do, and if any of these like apply to you and you're doing them, like make sure you talk to your Mary Kay girl after this so she can help you. The first one is super, super important, and it is not wearing SPF every day. That's the first beauty mistake to avoid. So some people, they just don't like sunscreen and they don't want to wear it, but the sun is the worst thing for you and it ages you. So we have to have SPF on our face every day. And if you notice, if you have a lot of Mary Kay products, you might notice that there's SPF in like different things. So like your day cream or your moisturizer has SPF, your foundation primer has SPF, CC cream does, and that's because it's important to layer your CC or your SPF because as we sweat and our makeup comes off, like we want that sun protection. It's kind of like when you layer your fragrance and you want your fragrance, you use like a scented body wash, a scented lotion, and then a scented fragrance. They all go together. So as you sweat and go out throughout the day, the fragrance like slowly kind of goes away. Same with your SPF, but SPF is so important for your skin. And some people do have SPF sensitivities. So there's different things you can do for that. So we have tons of products with SPF. So please promise me you will not go without SPF. And like your day cream, which I do not have it with me, but when I apply it to my face, my neck, and my chest, especially because with it being summer and warmer, we have like the sun is showing more on parts of our skin. And I will tell you, I'm very, fair skin. My face does not burn. Now my body, arms and stuff, that could burn, but the SPF is amazing. So SPF is the first beauty mistake to not miss. Hey, Crystal, thanks for tuning in with us. Okay. And the next beauty mistake to totally avoid is not wearing a primer and a moisturizer. So you might be like, primer. Let me know if you are a primer lover. Do you love your foundation primer? Do you wear foundation primer? Because it is a must in the summer, because the summer you're talking hot temperatures, sweating. You don't want your makeup to melt off. So one, you always have to moisturize your skin no matter the season, because when you wash your face, you're taking off all those natural oils and you got to hydrate your skin. And then you want to apply a foundation primer. And I love our foundation primer. It smells like cake batter. It smells wonderful. Oh, Karen's loves her foundation primer. I love it. So foundation primer helps to keep that makeup melt proof. Now, if maybe you don't like foundation, totally fine. At the very minimum, moisturize and put your foundation primer on, because the foundation primer has SPF 15 and it's like will last you a really long time. So, oh, Crystal, you're so sweet. You're very welcome. Now, a trick when you're applying your foundation primer. So we want the foundation primer. The reason for that is it helps to make our makeup last longer, right? Now, You tend to always have your foundation on like the cheeks, your sides of your cheeks, right? The outer part of your face. So your makeup tends to kind of melt away at the center out. So apply your foundation primer to the center of your face and out. So like I always squeeze everything on my hand. And now this isn't a foundation brush, but this is just a brush. So what I do is I'll just go like this, dot, dot, do a dot here, and then I just massage it in. So that's a tip for applying your foundation primer. Apply it to the center of your face out. And then another little melt proof tip, oil mattifier is great if you're super, super oily, or our foundation or our finishing spray. Oh my God, you guys totally need that. So you spray, oh no, it's not, that's the brush cleaner. Foundation, the finishing spray that all over your face. Anywhere you sweat, like spray it. Like if you don't have to share with us, but if you have like, if you sweat a lot on your body or your underarms, spray that finishing spray there and it will seriously help to get rid of that excessive sweating. Totally worth it. And it's like a little bottle, but it will last you so long. And it sets your makeup, but there's so many other uses for that. So my sister sweats a lot and she literally uses that spray all the time. Okay, so the third beauty tip to avoid, sorry, I clearly did the wrong hand, is not updating your foundation color. Now, ladies, if you are, it's summer, right? And you're probably out in the sun a lot. If you are blessed to like get very, very tan in the summer, you might want to check your foundation color. Now, me, I'm pretty even, like my freckles are my tan and that makes me look tanner, but nothing like Tone's level of darkness. So I don't have to readjust my foundation. But if you are someone that gets really, really tan, you might want to do a little checkup and make sure that when you're applying it, it goes even. Lindsay, I wish, Rita, you're too light. Yeah, listen, us really light girls, we're jealous of you girls that tan a lot, that, you know, are in the sun all the time. Like my daughter is like that beautiful caramel color. I'm like, Bianca, do people kill for that color? So if you tan a lot, definitely do a checkup. Like look at your face compared to your neck, which is going to lead me into the beauty tip, the fourth beauty tip to avoid. Does your face and your neck, are they two different colors, mismatching? So yes. Oh, and Crystal, that does remind me. I'm not saying you had a beauty mistake, but I was chatting with Darlena this weekend too, and she was saying how you tan a lot. So Crystal's the lucky one, guys. That tans really, really like dark in the summer. So we're all jealous of Crystal, but Crystal is doing the right thing. She's checking in with her beauty consultant, Darlena, and they're getting the right foundation because it's totally okay to have a winter and a summer foundation. Now, if any of you ladies are CC cream lovers and you tan maybe a little bit, you might not have to change your foundation because the CC cream, there's only 5 colors, so it has a really big range. But if you are doing like the liquid matte or luminous foundation, those colors are like, there's a ton of them. So depending on how dark you get, you might want to adjust it. So don't be afraid. Your beauty consultant is there to help you. So speaking of, you're like, I tan, but I don't know if I'm like that dramatic tan Ryan's talking about. So put your foundation on and then look at your face compared to your neck. So hopefully, you know, if you're not sure, like send your beauty consultant a picture. So your face and your neck should like transition nicely, right? So even though we have foundation on, it shouldn't look like you have it on. So you shouldn't be like, oh, it ends here and there's your neck. Like it should blend seamlessly so that someone doesn't know that you have foundation on. So if your neck and face are 2 different colors, check in with your beauty consulting girl and we need to get you your right foundation. So we don't want mismatched neck and face. Tip number 5 is applying lipstick to naked lips. You might be like, what are you talking about? So a couple things when it comes to this. One, if you are wearing like a matte lipstick, your lips, you don't want to just put that lipstick on. Like you got to give it some. First, you want to like prime and prep your lips. So Satin Lips, if you have not used this is a must. It's amazing. So it has a shea sugar scrub, which you want to exfoliate your lips, especially if you're wearing a matte lipstick, because matte is like that dry, like there's no shine, no glow. So it shows any little crack or imperfection. So you want to exfoliate your lips. Then you want to apply your Shea Butter Lip Balm, which is a nice hydrating lip balm. And honestly, anytime that I wear lipstick, I always put my lip balm on first to hydrate my lips. So after you exfoliate and prep your lips, lip primer is a must. You guys gotta use this. This is wonderful. So it's clear. Now, mine looks a little funny because I was cutting it for sample. So if any of you are in our lips and selfies tips class tomorrow, you had a personal hand sample. I was cutting my lip primer for you. So this is why it looks so funny. But normally it's like the way of your lipstick. Yes, Crystal, the satin lips taste so good. So you're going to apply your lip primer all over your lips. This evens out your lips. It's age fighting. So it softens your lips. Thank you, Rita. It softens your lips, but it's helping fight, like do its age fighting. It has the time-wise ingredients in here. So if you have like the lines around your lips, it's amazing. So Karen, that's a good question. Karen uses lip gloss, so she says, do I still need a primer? I definitely would use a primer because it helps to make your lipstick and your lip gloss last longer. Because who wants to keep reapplying their lipstick and lip gloss? You really don't, right? So I would definitely, at the very minimum, Karen, use your lip primer. You can still definitely use your lip balm, but the lip glosses are so like hydrating and soft feeling that you really don't need a lip balm unless your lips are like super, super dry. I wouldn't totally recommend the lip balm, but you know yourself better. But lip primer, I think, is a must for everybody. And it's clear, so it doesn't even look like you have it on, which is a bonus. Okay, yes, Sharon. So you exfoliate, you use the lip primer, and then a lipstick. Now, if you're doing a lip liner, you'll add the lip liner right before the lipstick. So you'll do your Shea Sugar scrub, your lip balm, and then I have this lipstick here because this is what I have on, the pink lip kit. So those are the steps for lip care. And tomorrow we're going to talk about more lip stuff. So I'm super excited for the lips and selfie tips class tomorrow. Okay, alrighty. And the sixth beauty tip is your blush placement. Now I'm gonna take my glass off because I'm gonna show you. So Karen, you do not have to exfoliate your lips every day. Kind of depends on the person. This is like a gentle exfoliator. I don't do that every day. Like a few times a week is sufficient. Unless your lips, like you can really see them getting flaky and they're really dry. But if you exfoliate like every other day, you should be good. I have no blush on because I wanted to share this with you. So I'm going to take our blush brush. Now, if you take your blush and you apply it from your cheekbone, the apples of your cheek up, kind of look a little like sadder, right? And by applying the blush from out here down, it brightens and lifts your blush up. Some people put their blush too low, which makes your face look like more fuller. So if you want less of a fuller face, you want to apply it like correctly. So if you're not sure how to apply blush, you can make like the fish face. And see right here is my apple of my cheek. So we want to kind of apply that. Now, you know, makeup trends totally change, but this is kind of what's happening is you want to apply from the apples of your cheek, like up. So kind of right on your cheekbone. So I'm going to do them two different ways to show you. And this is our blush brush that I'm using. Okay, so I'm going to apply right here. Now I'm doing this on camera, so hopefully it works right. Now I'm not going to really blend it in too much so you guys can see. I probably should have brought a mirror. So do you see the difference? Like this looks more natural, looks brighter. This looks a little like heavy. So you want to apply your brush a little bit higher and you want to apply it on the apples of your cheek, the fullerness, because that gives your face the brightness and it kind of like, I think it like wakes it up. I think that's what blush does. That's my personal opinion. I'm not a makeup artist. I just love makeup, but you definitely want to just blend. So my hot tip for blush is apply from kind of like where your eyelid is and down, right to the the apples of your cheek. I totally screwed it up because I was it's on camera and it's backwards. So blush, treat, blush application. Now that leads me into the second or the seventh beauty tip, which is not blending enough. And did you guys see when I first put it on this cheek, that big line, and it's still kind of a bright line? You got to blend. Like blending is your friend. So if you don't use makeup brushes, I mean, yes, our Mary Kay brushes are bomb and you will love them. But if you have your makeup brushes of another brand, that's great. But use brushes. Like we still have this awesome brush kit available, which you can apply your brushes. You can put your lip gloss in here, like everything. But brushes make a world of difference. And you can see that when I did my blush, like how strong that color was initially. So we definitely want to blend. Like blending is your friend. And when you're applying your eyeshadow, blend like no tomorrow. So we have this new blending brush. It's wonderful. Like it's cone shaped and it's so fluffy. So like when you're blending your colors, it just blends them so nice. Because a tip when you're applying your eyeshadows, you can have like 3 eyeshadows, 2 eyeshadows, but you want it to blend. You don't want to see like, oh yeah, that's Hot Fudge, and oh yeah, that's Rosewood. Like you want your colors to blend together so nicely. So brushes are your friend for blending. And I don't think you can blend too much. You really just work that product in. That's another trick why having multiple sets of brushes is key. Now you might think I'm crazy, but I don't. I have literally 6 sets of brushes, one for like every day, because who wants to clean their brushes every day? Like deep clean them. I don't. So I have multiple sets of brushes. And that's why being a consultant is great, because you get an awesome, awesome discount. Yes, Crystal, we blend it. We talked about blending so much when we did the smoky eye, because smoky is like intense and blending is your friend. So brushes help blending like no tomorrow. Okay. Now the next beauty tip to avoid is for my Rita, you're so funny. The next tip is for our eyeliner girls that wear eyeliner. So this is lining the waterline. So you might be like, what the heck is a waterline? Now I'm going to get a little close to the camera and I'm going to show you. So the waterline is right under my eye. Like, so think of this back in the day when you did eyeliner, you pulled your eye down and you like lined right there, right? And it feels so weird. Or you like lifted your eye up and applied your eyeliner. That is something we do not want to do. Now, you know what's funny is, so I don't know if Leanna's on here. She's one of my customers, but when I very first met her years ago, we talked about eyeliner, and she to this day tells me that she still doesn't she still doesn't line her waterline because I told her, and it makes your eye so small when you do that. So reasons to like, some people might like how that looks, but when you apply that product right on your waterline, that's like getting really into your eye, but it also makes your eyes look smaller, which you don't want that to do. Like, yes, burning eyeliner. I did that too. You know, you wanted it darker. So when you're applying your eyeliner, so I'm trying to get closer. So when you get close to the inner corners of your eye, it starts to water because product isn't really necessarily meant to be that close to your eye. So as you can see, my eyeliner at the inner corners of my eye here is kind of like very, very thin. Like it's not even there. So it really starts right about there. And you guys can see, I'm trying not to get like too close. But when you put like your eyeliner directly into the like close to your nose, it starts to water. And then you ever notice you get those little like eye boogers that are like black or the color of your liner and you're like flicking them off? That's because like they're not meant to be there. So don't put eyeliner on your waterline. Now you can apply eyeliner underneath it. This may look like I have eyeliner on, but honestly, it's just mascara. So when you're applying your eyeliner, now my lid eyeliner, as I'm sitting here, I'm like, oh, it's a little uneven. It is a skill. to do. So what little tip for that, when you do I do a brown pencil to start. And then what I do is I lift my lid up a little. So when you're doing your top lid liner, you want to go right in your lash line where your lash and your eyelid start, because your eyeliner on the top of your eye actually helps to make your mascara and your lashes look fuller. So you want to do a nice thin line. So like I lightly like go like this up, and I really just kind of color a line in. And then I'll start on the top and I'll go short strokes out to in. And I will tell you, if you're using our eyeliner pencils, this is deep brown. It comes in black and steely. What I do, because I always make mistakes and I'll always have like little gaps, and you don't want the gaps, but they always happen. Take our eyeliner brush and you just blend it. And that's what I do. And then it looks like solid. It looks amazing. Now, if you're like, well, I kind of like some like blue eyeliner and like purple and other fun colors, if you take our eyeliner brush and dip it in your favorite shadow and then set it on top of your eyeliner, that helps to set your eyeliner so it doesn't go anywhere. And then it helps you get those fun colors that you're looking for, because we only have eyeliner in those 3 colors. So that's a little extra bonus tip. If you want eyeliner in different colors, apply it with your eyeliner first and then set it with your eyeshadow on top and then do your finish. So that is our eye tip. And then our 9th tip is skipping your eyebrows. Like, eyebrows are such a game changer. And I know we talked about eyebrows and I did them before, but if you've never like filled in your brows, colored them, there's so many cool ways to do that. And I actually think we might do a little brow class again, because brows are so important, like the shape of your brows. But I look at like when you do your makeup, if you don't do your brows, your brows frame your face and it totally changes the way you look. So we have 2 amazing brow products. We have a brow pencil that's very feathery, the feathery strokes. I love it to define your brows. But this brow tint, it's volumizing. It is like amazing. So it looks like a little mascara wand, and I just like literally comb my brows in, and it gives them color. It fills it in. Like, it's amazing. So brow tint, do not skip your brows. And if you like think you're not sure if you need to do your brows, do your makeup and then apply your brow pencil, your brow tint. You can even, I have some clients that like to fill in their brows with their eyeshadow. So you can totally do that, whatever works for you. So brow tint is a must. If you need help with your brows, contact your Mary Kay girl. We'll be glad to help you. Okay, and the last beauty tip is to not clean your brushes for days. So I will tell you, I said I have 7 sets of brushes because I don't like to clean them, but I do clean them. Just, you got to clean them. Then they got to dry. So we have some like great tools to clean your brushes. So we have this brush cleaning spray, which is huge. Like, I'm going to show you this compared to the blush brush. So this spray is awesome because you spray it on the brush, right? Spray it. And then I take a towel and I just rub it back and forth like this, and it gets all the excess product out. Now, this is great, the brush cleaner, for like quick, clean uses. It does not deep clean your brushes, but it's great. Like, if you're doing, really dark colors one day and then the next day you're doing like pinks, it's kind of going to mess up your look if you apply a brush with like blue eyeshadow to your pinks, right? So the brush cleaner is great to do after you're using your eyeshadow. But to deep clean your brushes, you can, like, people have used dish soap and things like that. But I will tell you, my favorite product to clean my brushes is our TimeWise 3-in-1 cleansing bar. So it comes with this little soap dish. It's super cute. Now, I said TimeWise. So people use this to wash their face. I use this to wash my body sometimes. But I love to clean my makeup brushes with this. If you have never tried to clean your brushes with this 3-in-1 bar, it is a game changer. Like, what I do, go to the kitchen sink, I wet my brush, I wet the soap, and I rub it all on the bar of soap. and then I rinse it off, and literally the soap is brown, my brush is brown, but the brush cleans it like amazing. Now, some of you have the blending brush that looks like the big toothbrush, and after you clean it, sometimes you notice there's still some like foundation in there. You can apply a little bit of our micellar water to it, and it gets that deepness out. Like, it's amazing. So deep clean your brush with your 3-in-1 cleansing bar. And this bar is $20, but it's going to last you such a long time. So clean your brushes. It's so, like, I try to do it a couple times a week, at least once a week I do clean my brushes, but it's a lot when you have a lot of brushes. So having multiples does help, but you definitely don't want to clean. And if you're ever noticing you're getting a lot of breakouts, if your makeup brushes are dirty, that could kind of be the root cause of it. So micellar water, the brush cleaner, the 3-in-1 cleansing bar is amazing. So Crystal had some questions about her brows. So Crystal, with your brow tint, if you're if it's feeling heavy, so when you first take this out of the tint, there's a lot of product on here. So kind of like with your mascara, like scrape some of it off, especially the tip, and then apply it. Like, I know when I start applying it right here, it gets a little heavy, a little thick there. So I try to start at my arch and go down and then fill in from the front last, because there's not as much product on there, and that helps them not be too dark or thick. If they're really thick though, it could be because if you're using too much product on here, so you know. So let me know if that helps. Yes, the cleansing bag. So, okay, so those were the top 10 beauty mistakes to totally avoid. And I hope you guys learned something new or a fun new way to use a product. Oh, and I have a bonus tip for you. So puffy eyes and concealer. We want to apply concealer to our puffy eyes. Now, a lot of people do this wrong. So if you have puffy eyes and you're concealing them with concealer, listen up. This is real. So usually, a lot of women like to put the concealer directly over their bag, which when you do that, they actually, your bags under your eyes look bigger. So what you want to do is apply them right on top of it, like not below it, over it, like in front of it. So, so they help, so they don't look as bigger. So do not apply them over it, like right at the top of the bag of your eye. So that's a fun little bonus tip on your under eyes. So I hope that was helpful for you guys. So I will post the link to the Cash Bash and Kate Spade survey. Make sure you fill that out each week you're on, each time you attend a live event with us or your beauty consultant, because that's your entry into the Cash Bash. And write it in your calendars. The Cash Bash will be held on YouTube on August 4th. It's a Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. So, and we're playing Family Feud this time. So you don't have to pre-register, but we are going to play Family Feud, and we're giving away Mary Kay gift cards, cash, or Amazon, like whatever you prefer. But we're going to pull the winner. So every time you attend an event, you get an entry into that. So I will see you guys live right here at 8:30 Eastern tomorrow for our luscious lips and selfie tips. So hope you guys have a great night, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.